I thought, why not dedicate this video to the transition phase of the golf swing. In part one, I'm going to be showing you how a transition should be done correctly and what most golfers out there I see on the golf course actually do. And then I'm going to show you a really simple method to make sure that you're doing the transition phase in your golf swing correctly every single time. It's dead easy to use out on the golf course. It's also very simple to follow. So make sure you stay around to the end of the video so you understand the transition phase of the golf swing, why it's so important, but also a very easy method you can do that's going to help you do this every single time without fail. So transition phase is quite simply the movement between the top of the backswing and the start of the downswing. So the end of the backswing and the start of the downswing. It's that transition movement from swinging up to back down towards the golf ball. And why is this so important? Well, a lot of golfers have a transition where they bring it over the top like this here, or they bring it way on the outside, they shift the shoulder round. They use different body parts to create this transition phase, and it causes their swing plane to be very off and to hit slices because of this and pull hooks. And it also creates a lot of inconsistency with ball strike. And as you can imagine, if we correct this swing plane that we're coming down on to hit the golf ball, then we're going to be optimizing that ball flight, because we're not going to be hitting any slices, we're not going to be hitting any hooks from this. Professionals out there on tour, you'll notice some Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, Adam Scott, they're all fantastic at doing this. It's a fundamental to their golf game. As soon as they get to the top, that transition phase always starts from the lower body. So the lead leg starts to unwind from the knee all the way up then to the hip. And then from there it starts from the core, belly moving more towards the target. And then the upper body comes into play, arms, and then finally being the club head itself. A lot of golfers I tend to see do this though. They get to the top of the swing and then they start the downswing, yes, by the lower body, but then they completely miss out this middle part here, being the core and the hips. They go straight in with their arms like this, come way over the top on the swing plane, causing that slice, causing the hook, inconsistent ball striking. So here's the simple method you can follow to make sure that you're getting the transition phase correct every single time. Put the club and put it across your shoulders like so. And as you get into the top of your backswing, of course, you're going to be making sure that that back is facing more towards the target. You see there, the club shaft now is pointing more towards the ball as opposed to being upright. As long as you've got this right, that's absolutely fine. And from here, you're just going to unwind all the pressure that you've created in the trail foot into this lead foot. And how we do this is very important. So we're here putting loads of pressure onto the trail foot, and then we push into this left foot here. Feel like we're putting loads more pressure into the left foot before we even start moving the upper body. This way that activates the lower body first, and then immediately afterwards we feel the left hip turning forward slightly and then around. So let me just turn this way so you can see what that looks like. So it's one, pressure in left foot, pressure in lead foot, and from there the left hip goes forward slightly and then round. And from here now you can see that as soon as I did that action, the upper body took care of itself and just followed the routine. It went from lower body to core to upper body to hit this golf shot. From there you could see my swing plane was a lot more shallower compared to that over the top swing I was showing you before, which means we're probably going to be hitting much better ball strikes out the centre of the face, getting that optimum ball flight that we're after, and probably straighter golf shots as well. So I'm going to give this a little practice to start off with. What I would recommend is you doing at least 10 practice swings doing this move, just getting a really good feel for it, starting off from the setup position, moving into the backswing, pressure on the lead leg, and then unwinding from the hips, so you're pushing that left hip forward and then round. Once you've done that a few times, take a few practice swings with the club. You can see there as well, it just looks dead easy to do. I'm relaxing everything else. I'm just making sure my lower body and my core, my hips are all working together in order to make this transition phase very easy, very simple to do. So I'm just going to hit a 3/4 7/9 now, slightly narrower stance just because of it, just taking it easy. Got to grip down it as well, just to slow down the swing and get a really good feel for this action I'm trying to create. So that was a little draw. Going to hit another one a little bit quicker now. That was a much better shot. I think on the first one I went a little bit too slow. That's another thing you've got to be careful of. It's not going too slow, don't want to be going too fast, just playing within yourself like you would usually do on the golf course. Yeah, that was a really pure strike. Didn't hit a slice at all. If anything, a bit of a pull draw. Go ahead and give us a try. Let me know how you get on by commenting down below. Cheers for watching.